Hey guys, what's up? Hanging out in the garage today. I did the full assessment on the damage to the Caboose, and every bit of body work that I did to this thing, getting it ready for paint, has been completely negated. And here's why I was so upset yesterday when I realized the full extent of the damage. You see, this is what the roof looked like before. Right after I got it, typical of Florida rust, the rust starts from the top down instead of the bottom up in Florida. And the windshield was, around the windshield was this rough. I actually had a body shop, I think it's a B&B Auto Repair here locally, that gave me a deal on fixing the roof. So I pulled the windshield and the headliner. They did the metal work and fixed the roof. Not only did they fix the rust around the top of the windshield, but they also fixed a lot of the hail-sized dents that seemed to be in the top of it, and a huge dent that was in the top of it. It looked like somebody had stood on top of the car, honestly. But here, come to find out, the bracing underneath the headliner here was actually come undone from the top of the roof, and it's not giving it the support that it needs. Well, now, as you can see here, it's got a huge dent in the top again, which means that is completely negated. It has put two big dents up here on the front where they did the bulk of the work. And on top of that, this dent over here is a good 6-7 inches long. It's major damage. So the money I spent, even though they did give me a great deal on it, the money I spent on that is completely negated. Also, what they did for me was they edged the fenders. That's why the middle of the fender is just primer, but the edges of the fenders and on the inside of the fender is all painted for when they actually were going to paint the car, because they were the ones who were going to do the rest of the body work on the car. Now both the fenders are shot because, see here, it dragged the fenders back. This is not supposed to be up this high. So it dragged the fenders back, the hood coming back, dragged the fenders back. The fenders were not super tight because I had kind of left them a little loose, not loose enough to rattle, not loose enough to wiggle or anything, but I left them just loose enough to where the guys at the shop could loosen them up a little bit, align them properly before it was painted. So that's why when the hood came up, it drug the fenders back as well and basically ruined those two fenders. Now, fenders is something I'm not short on. I ordered extra fenders for the race car that's literally still stuck at Millsy Motorsport and won't give the car back, but that's a whole nother story in itself. The fenders, here actually is a new old stock body kit for the GTU. Never been used. I've been waiting to put it on to get the body work done. They're actually going to match the factory paint that's on it for the paint job on the car. And these wheels, I've actually got a set of brand new, new old stock wheels still in the box for this thing and waiting to put tires on them. Underneath the thing is completely new as well. I've completely gone through, replaced everything in the suspension, control arms, bushings, hardware. It is basically a brand new car underneath. That just goes to tell you how much I have put into this, how much work and love I have put into this car. I was kind of spreading myself thin on working on all the cars at once. It just wasn't working, so I just started to focus on one car. Yeah, that windshield got pretty damn gnarly, and at 75 miles an hour, I'm still picking glass out of my ass. So yeah, unfortunately, these two Berettas, Run Amok, the Caboose, they're both right now just on the back burner. I can't afford to mess with them right now, past getting the Smurf ready, the blue one ready for Beretta Fest, but I'm definitely going to Beretta Fest, so that's a huge plus. Just want to say, guys, if you're on the Beretta page and watching this, I seriously appreciate the support, because I don't seem to get the support from the Beretta page I would hope to get. But, and again, that's a whole other story in itself. If not, I still appreciate you guys watching, and literally, I gotta get back to work.